Let's make sure we good. Ben Kabal be the first one to hop on. I wonder if they shall I'm rocking. Yeah, we should be good. Let me see. Ben Kabal be the first one to hop on. Yep.
We good?
Yep.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
It's the brother Kaya. Got the brother
Quara.
All right, from GMS Houston, GMS Louisiana Saints. We're coming back at you with another sit down. But prior to getting started, as we always do, we want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the arguments that's pushing the truth and sincerity.
Right.
Lord willing, this video be edifying, first and foremost to the whole elect, then to those that cleave to the body. And man, the brother was breaking bread. We pretty much gonna cover the premise of basically the exploding the fire that's in you, man. Exploiting it, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because we understand that the Lord put within our spirit. All right, when we was within our mother's womb, He put that fire and that water within inside of us, man. All right, but there's a fire that can't stay you, man. All right, it's a fire that's kindled amongst the men who the Lord have set a flames to, man. You see, the Lord have ignited the flames of particular men that's inside them, and they can't help but spit that fire out, man.
Right.
All right, the words unto people, the words have become fire. All right, and the people would. All right, but that fire, that same fire, is within the men of the Lord. Is within and contained and restrained within their spirits, which we're gonna go into some precepts, Lord willing, to be edifying. You want to say something?
Now you got it. Right?
All right, give me that Jeremiah 20 and 9.
This Jeremiah 20 and 9. It says
start at 8.
Let me start at 8.
Yeah.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 20, verse 8. It says, "For since I spake, I cried out. I cried violence and spoil, because the word of the Lord was made a reproach unto me and a derision daily."
Yeah, so since he spoke, the people made him as a reproach. All right. Like, man, what are you talking about?
Right.
What are you, because it's been many times Israel as a whole, or family, are rebellious people, man.
Right.
So how can the word of the Lord be a reproach unto him, though yet he's speaking?
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't reproach you, man. All right. This word purified, it burns people, it cut them, it hit them. All right, it upbraid, it curse them out. All right, it rebuke them.
That's right.
So this word shouldn't be a reproach unto you if you're speaking it aright, which Jeremiah was a prophet of the Lord. He spoke aright. Yep. How then the things that he speak return as a reproach unto him and a derision daily? Go ahead.
That's like Yahweh Shai said, "Cast not your pearls before swine too," because what they go do, turn back and rend you. Yeah, it's go build.
Yeah,
it's for King David also prophesied the things that's supposed to be for their goodwill, turn their table and make it a snare to them.
Mm-hmm.
So so Israel ultimately the things that we say is for their well-being, but they don't take it as that.
That's right.
But I continue verse 9. Jeremiah 29, it says, "Then I said, I will not make mention of him."
Now wait. So he's saying to himself, all right, I ain't gonna make mention of the word of the Lord no more. Because the word of him, he's talking about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, because it was reproaching him.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning what? He wasn't getting a return on this. He wasn't getting instant gratification.
Right.
All right. The Lord was making it this way that he may show him that my word gonna prevail through you, whether you want it to or not.
Right.
So it ain't about us saying, look, I'm a teach the word of the Lord when I get ready. Or you know what? I'm just ain't gonna say nothing. Right. It's been many times I went to camp and was like, man, I'm just ain't gonna say nothing. And then couldn't keep myself. The spirit just overwhelmed me.
Now it's been time I want to do just quick hits. Look,
quick hits.
You said at the beginning, look, Shalom, do the little introduction. You say just go be a little quick hit, get straight to it. You realize 30-minute lesson.
Yeah, come on.
You feel me? Because why ultimately and also is not up to us, man. It's that fire that the Lord put within us. You can't deny that, man.
Yeah.
When that spirit going in you out, you can't deny it. Brothers on the comment board, I'm sure you understand. You can't deny it, man. Hey, remember the Lord said He created us to do the good works in Yahweh Shai. We can't draw back from that, man.
That's right.
If we the prophets, again, it said the spirit of the prophets subject to the prophets, man. So look, you go come back with this knowledge, and it's meat for us to preach it, man. We're gonna have to let it out, because if not, regardless if we don't let it out, tell you how much this fire gotta come out. Yahweh Shai said the rock's gonna speak out
for real.
So in whichever way it is, whether we let it out or not, it's still gonna come out. So, but look, the Lord ain't it ain't in prophecy that rock is gonna prophesy. It's in prophecy that men go stand up and prophesy, man.
right.
And so we here today prophesying. You know,
That's right.
I can get this real quick, but Ezekiel remnant seeking. I'll go back to your precept.
Yeah,
Amos
okay.
3:8.
That's beautiful.
It says, "The lion have roared,
Yep.
who would not fear."
So who is that lion? Ultimately, it's Yahweh Shah, man. All right. And we come in the stead of Yahweh Shah. So who are the young lions of the earth right now, man?
Right.
That's the what? The men of the Lord. It said about that in Micah too.
That's right.
About the lion, man, that's roaring. You see? It says, who would not fear? So when the word of the Lord is being spoken, who would not fear? Remember Samuel come with the word of the Lord into the people, and the people say, do as thou's coming. And
I get it real quick for you.
yeah, do you come and to kill us, or in that, like, do you come for a good? But go
I
ahead.
got you. This 1 Samuel 16:4. And Samuel did that which Yahweh spake. Oh, Samuel did which the Lord spake. Same thing we doing. The Lord said, go out and prophet.
If the lion roared, who would not fear?
Straight up. It said, and Samuel did that which the Lord spake, and came to Bethlehem, and the elders of the town trembled at his coming and said, comest thou peaceable?
So who would not fear?
Who would not fear?
So that who is universal, meaning what? It's speaking to everybody, kings, everything. Hey, when the Lord thunder in the sky, that's the way of the Lord roaring. You know, when the Lord be thundering and striking lightning and shit, I'll be at work. I'll be spooked out. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what the Lord could do you. If he let electric volts get in your body, man. Many men been struck by lightning. We know the power of the Lord. That's why, like, when the Lord roaring, who would not fear? When the word of the Lord coming out, it's like thunder. It's like fire. Like, who ain't gonna fear at that? Go ahead.
Yep. I just finished. It said, and Yahweh have spoken, who can but prophesy?
So if he speak, he said, I'm gonna be with your mouth.
That's right, bro.
I'm gonna fixing you what to say. You know, if we put up a prayer of like, look, let us not go off in your word. All right. So the Lord will keep us with the tongue to, like, all right, give them not a stammering tongue or whatever it may be.
Right.
Or even if they like Paul say, even though yet he speak is according to righteousness. He what it say? I'm paraphrasing it. He say he speak though he be rude in speech,
but not in knowledge.
Yet not knowledge, right? So sometimes things may not come out as people may intend for it to, but that don't take away from the message or the sincerity of it, man. But go ahead.
If I can add real quick, perfect example is Moses. Remember, Moses tried to get out of it. Lord, he said, Lord, I ain't eloquent. I can't speak as good. I'm not able to go because he wasn't fluent in the Hebrew like that either. You see? You got it. And he wasn't fluent like that in the Hebrew. But look what the Lord said, Moses, who made the mouth? Who made man's speech? He did that. The Lord did that. So look, if he put it in us, guess what? He gonna give us that utterance, man.
That's right.
But I finish it. It's Jeremiah 20:9. It says, then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak anymore in his name.
Now, what prophet doesn't come in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah?
Right.
When he gave it to Moses, he said, look, moreover, tell him Yahweh sent you.
That's right. This is my name forever.
This is my name. Yep. The Lord always sending his prophets daily with the name of the Lord. Everybody wants to know, when you bring a message, they want to know who the message came from. Like, nobody cares about what's going, the message in itself. Who sent it? Now, when you see who sent it, we got to respect that. Like, other than that, if they don't know who sent the message, it's just a broad message. Just like, look, if Moses would have came and said, let the people go. Yeah, look at what? Says who?
Even Pharaoh said, who is Yahweh?
Who is
Yahweh?
Who that is, right? So the lion roaring. So he going to have to feel. What ended up happening? He made Pharaoh feel.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And it says, then said I would not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name, but his word was in my heart as a burning fire shut up in my bones. And I was weary with forbearing, and I could not stay.
So he couldn't keep himself. He couldn't help himself. And that's how we are in this truth, man. We really can't help ourselves, man. And we done came to the understanding. We don't want to help ourselves. We want the word to flow out and come out, man.
Sure.
All right. It says that in Thessalonians, man, that this word may have free course. That's the same with the fire not staying. You can't stay yourself and you can't keep yourself, man. All right. That's not to mean to not have rule over your spirit, but it means to what? Always be invigorated with the fire of the Lord to bring it out.
Yep.
Esdras did it. Matter of fact, you can bring it out as we speak.
I get a quick one.
Yeah.
It's Ephesians 6:18. It says, praying always, because this is a part of that whole armor. This is that chapter going into that whole armor. So look, after they describe the whole armor, what we need, this is what it's going to end with, though.
Yeah.
Because look, going again, after we got this truth, now what? Gotta speak it. You see?
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
So this is after all the armor. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 17. It says, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the spirit, which is the word of the Most High, praying always with every prayer and supplication in the spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. Check this out. And for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel.
Right. So the utterance is given unto him, that he may make bold, that he may be bold, and when he's saying, because he can't keep it back.
Right.
All right. He who diminish out of the word of the Lord, and diminish meaning subtract, meaning like hold back, keep back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you're gonna receive the plagues of his life. Things gonna be added to you, but not things according to righteousness, man. All right, you're gonna get things added unto you for unrighteousness' sake, man.
Yep.
All right, and if you stay this word, if you have this word in you, and you know it's burning in you, you know, and Jake keep that back. Now, of course, it's all working the laws, because the law gonna have balance with people. Like they may know the word, they may have it in them, but the word can stay in them.
Right.
So now you by default, you're not a prophet, right? Because a prophet make himself known openly. He speak the things he believe or have learned. All right. Now you start to become, you can't say if you know the word of the Lord, though yet it don't come out you daily or whatever the case may be, then really is the word of the Lord really in you?
No.
You see, it's not a void. Well, go ahead.
And it says, for which I am an ambassador in my bonds. And we ultimately apostles, ambassadors, a herald.
A herald.
You feel me? We heralds, man.
Yeah.
A herald ain't just come out and just shut up, quiet. No, they blew the trumpet. Hear ye, you know. We got Yahweh Shah Mashiach about to pull up on the scene. You have to let the people know that. Look, we got destruction coming. We have to let the people know that.
How can a watchman be quiet if shit coming? Okay. Well, listen, something is coming, people. And there's something is destruction, salvation. We can't sit here and be like, man, you got to think about it. We got relatives, loved ones, brothers that need to hit us and need to be saved.
Right.
If the day we stay ourselves is the day we commit suicide, right? Right? Because guess what? We're not giving warning to the people, man. And the ones I set up to warn people, a person that warns somebody, they cannot tell the people once it's not time to talk no more. That's why when we're warning this, what prior to it's coming, when it's coming, there's no more talking.
No more talking.
All right. So we're what? We're bursting out of ourselves, man. All right. This knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because it's a spring that's springing forth, man. All right. And the spring can't be contained.
You know, I'll finish it off and I got what you got. It says, for which I'm an ambassador in bonds, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak, as we set up to do.
Yeah.
As I ought to speak. You know, like he says, woe to me, Apostle Paul, if I can get it real quick, 1 Corinthians 9:16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of. For necessity is a need. You have to do this. It's not a choice. You know, it says for necessity, you know, and at one time when the pandemic was hitting, it was a necessity for you to put on that mask to go into the store.
That's right.
You know, so look, it's a necessity if you know this truth to speak it. It says, for necessity is laid upon me, right?
Yep.
It says, woe unto me, so destruction unto us. It says, if I preach not the gospel, man.
That's right.
So the Lord has set us up to do this exact thing, man. So guess what we got to do? That exact thing that he set us up, man. And look, if not, then we're going to have to be destroyed. Blood going to be on our hands, like it said in Ezekiel 33, I believe.
Right.
If we preach the blood off our hands, it's your fault. But if we don't, the blood on our hands, and it's both our faults, you know. But you got it out.
Right. Give me that address.
Gotcha.
That second address that you brought out.
Yep. It's 2nd Ezra 14. And I start at 38. It says, and the next day, behold, a voice called me, saying, Esdras, open thy mouth and drink that I give thee to drink. It says, which is symbolic for the truth. Like he told John with that book, eat that book up. Ezekiel, eat that roll.
When you drink and eat, what it does, it goes inside of a man. Now we figuring out the book and the road, the words and knowledge is inside of you now. Go ahead.
I got a quick precept just to
Got it.
kind of. It says this second Esdras 8 and 4. So I answered and said, swallow down then, O my soul, understanding and devour wisdom.
That's
so
right.
that's the drink. We swallowing down understanding and wisdom.
Yeah.
But then it says, for thou has agreed to give ill. So we agreed to get this truth.
Yep.
And next it says, and are willing to prophesy.
So now when you
got
give ill, so you gotta be willing to go the 4 mile. All right. They got people that listen to this and just go home. Nothing else,
Right.
like, all right, I heard it.
Right.
You know,
Mhm.
but there's no fire in them, right? A fire ignites itself. Fire get kindled.
Mhm.
So the more and more you put the fire in him that he drunk down wisdom and knowledge, the more kindled his spirit
That's
became, right? That's why you see brothers, you'll see a brother start off and then you'll say, man, that brother is growing in the spirit.
Mhm.
How you could grow in your spirit though, yet nobody sees your spirit. But brother see your fire, your conviction,
Right.
all right? Your strive.
Right.
You see that it may what? It may gain, it's gaining altitude, man.
Mhm.
In a way, it's what? It's picking up.
Yep.
Just like a fire do. Go ahead.
And it says, for thou hast agreed to give ill and are willing to prophesy, for thou hast no longer space than only to live. In other words, this is our best bet to get saved through the Lord's work. But I just want to get that to show this is what we swallowing down, understanding and wisdom.
Yeah.
So back to what you wanted, like 2 Esdras 14 and 38. And the next day, behold, a voice called me, saying, Esdras, open thy mouth and drink that I give thee to drink. Then opened I my mouth, and behold, he reached me a full cup, a full cup, which was full as it were with water, but the color of it was like fire.
Right. So this water at a point of time becomes fire. It's like fire water in you, man. Because the water is the word. We know we have the understanding of that. But the fire ignites the word. That's why when we get precepts in it, it's like a burning sensation, just burning away. It's like the word. This analogy, you know, you got to be able to understand it and perceive it. It's like we almost lust to bring the word of the Lord out. We lust after bringing the word of the Lord out because they have a balance to everything. There's a righteous lust, right? Mm-hmm. You lust behind serving the Lord and doing the righteousness therein. That's a thing. That's a rightful thing. That's a rightful thing to do in the sight of the Lord. Because people, in the minute you say lust, Jake automatically like, man, ain't nothing right about that. But how if you lusting after righteousness' sake, man? You lusting to do the work of the Lord, man. Mm-hmm. You see? Meaning what? When you lust in your mind, you locked in your mind that I'm gonna do it. Right. That's what fire doing you. Like drive. It can't stay you. It's a drive. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, then opened up my mouth, and behold, he reached me a full cup, which was full as it were with water, but the color of it was like fire. And that full cup is the full truth, man.
That's right.
And it says, and I took it and drank, and when I had drunk of it, my heart uttered understanding.
That's right.
And wisdom grew in my breast, for my spirit strengthened my memory.
Yep. His spirit strengthened his memory. So as this fire is being translated, our minds, which is our spirits, when we devour this fire out, our mind settles it right on what temperature the fire to give out. Case in point, according to the situation of what y'all talking about, your mind is strengthened up. All right, we talking about the mark of the beast. You're gonna go to Revelation. Mm-hmm. That's the what? That's the fire in you, man.
Right.
All right. That's what's igniting you. All right. That's the igniting to a spirit. Your spirit has a igniting, man.
Right.
All right.
That lighter fluid.
Yeah, it's the lighter fluid, man.
You know, you got your fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put that on. That's the lighter.
And then what? When you stop putting it down, it's simmer out, but it's still lit.
Still up.
So listen, your only way you can have fire in you, the only way you can speak the word of the Lord that can come out, the fire got to already reside in you, man. All right, fire is synonymous with desire. All right, this fire, yeah, I used to say back in the jail, like, man, my desire on fire, meaning I'm ready to do that which I'm locked into doing, and that's the men of the Lord. When you look at the works of the Lord and the men of the Lord, these men, when you see them week to week, ready to get sit downs in, they desire to be on fire to work, man. Yep. Like the work for the Lord, man. To spit this fire.
That's right.
You see? Go
real
ahead.
fire, spitting that real fire.
Yeah, ready to go.
Yep. It says, and my mouth was open. So after he got this truth, it says, and my mouth was open. And
Yep.
and the highest gave understanding unto the 5 men, and they wrote the wonderful visions of the night that were told, which they knew not. And they set 40 days, and they wrote in a day, and at night they ate bread. That is Esdras, because the Lord told them to get a specific group of men. And the Lord said, look, I'm gonna feed you with this truth. And as I tell you and give you these visions and understanding, you speak it, and you have these men write it down. Hence, that's why we reading it right now.
Yeah.
But they wrote it down, right? And it says, and as for me, I spake in the day and held not my tongue by night. What's
Right.
that? Isaiah 19. What there is no word that they no language that their word is not heard.
Right.
Night and day that this truth go out. That brothers say the internet scripture.
Come on.
That's what Ezra's saying right here. The internet scripture, because it says, as for me, I spake in the day and held not my tongue by night. You may have brothers in Australia. It's nighttime doing a lesson. A brother in Hawaii doing a lesson. It's morning time, man.
Right.
You see, constantly 24/7 this word going out. Why? Because the fire within these men.
That's right.
You see?
I got a precept on it. Let me grab it from Kabal real quick.
You got it out.
It says, Shalom, Maki Abashim Yashim
Shalom to all the Akim on the comment, boy. And sister
Shalom.
Shalom.
Come on, Shalom, you guys. It says, Galatians 4:18, but it's good to be zealous, affected always in a good thing. Hey, what's the good thing? All right, it's this truth, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's this the thing that come from that far country, man. All right, it's this truth. Okay, the truth is the good thing, and not only when I am present with you. So, all right, the word of the Lord. If you believe in Yahweh Shah when he was here, but when he left, though yet your zeal left with him.
Right.
The Lord put a zeal in you to what? To continue to what? Make you believe and speak the things that you have learned and know. It says, be assured of the things you have learned.
Right.
All right. But when you're assured of something, you move with confidence. That's why I say we speak bold as lions.
Right.
Right. Because of why? The fire that's in us, man,
Mm-hmm.
that the Lord set behind us. But this the word zeal in the online etymology. That's why I got that. It says, but it is good to be zealous, affected always in a good thing. Always having your fire on, man. It says, passionate ardor in pursuit of an objective or course of action. It says, zeal, emulation, eager rivalry, emulation, a noble passion, to seek, request, a desire as devotion. Now, when you devote yourself, you devote it to look, no matter what, I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna do this. So when the word of the Lord in you, he put devotion in you. All right, he put what? Eagerness, boldness in you. That's how you know the Lord is manifesting in a man's spirit. That's how we able to identify the men of the Lord.
Right.
All right, for one, they're gonna speak austerely, man. All right, or what they believe in, and they're gonna constantly speak, which is the drive or force that's in them. Now, this is zeal.
That's like, if I can add, that's why Apostle Hall said, you can know a man of the Lord by going on their page and see the works they do. If the fire really in, you could be doing your lesson. Now, of course, that don't
busy.
lessons don't just all the way mean you just a man of the Lord. You got niggas who throwing out lessons, but you see fire in certain brothers constantly doing shows. Constantly doing live shows like y'all brothers with the camp.
Yeah,
Constantly, bro. The brothers in Birmingham constantly doing live shows. You see that fire in them brothers, man. The apostles been doing. You would expect their fire to be burnt out, huh? No,
So
they
facts.
ignited even more, man. Come on, man. But just going into that, you see the fire in brothers, man, and it can't be stopped. All through the will of the Lord.
nah,
I
yeah,
like that. Look, gotta have a zeal.
yeah, gotta have a zeal to do his will.
Straight up.
That's fire, man.
You got it.
You know, but it's zeal, a feeling of strong eagerness, usually in favor of a person or a cause, which we know that the cause is what? The kingdom of heaven.
Right.
It says excessive fervor, excessive. Something that's excessive is repeatedly, like it keep coming. It's consistent, right? Excessive fervor to do something or accomplish some end. So the consistency gonna be built in, man, until they finish, man. We started building a house, we gotta keep going till we finish, and after we finish, we're gonna live in it. So it's still gonna go down. All right. It says,
add on this shit.
yeah. It says prompt willingness, readiness. All right. But give me that Job 30:20-19 if you ain't have nothing, bro.
I got you. It's Job 32. Let me start at.
So this is start at 17. So this the eagerness in men, which you know that the Lord, Job was a minister of the Lord. Go ahead, you got it right.
It's Job 32:17. It says, I said, I will answer also my part, and I also will show mine opinion.
Yep, go ahead.
For I am full of matter.
Right, full of matter.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean he's full of matter? Go ahead.
And the side note says, for matter, words. But it says, I am full of matter.
Yeah.
The spirit within me constraineth me.
Right.
Behold, my belly is as wine, which have no vent. It is ready to burst like new bottles.
So the spirit that's in him, meaning if it constrained him, that means over his spirit, he had rule over his spirit. Mm-hmm. But he's telling you that, behold, my belly, which is another form of your spirit, because it retains and holds stuff, all right, is as wine, which had no vent. Now we know, you can pull that up, that situation with that wine that we was looking at.
Let me see.
We still going on.
Okay, we good.
Right, con.
Matter of fact, I can share the screen if you want.
Yeah, just share so they can see it.
Share screen. There you go. Out.
Gone.
There you go. You good. Matter of fact, I'll make the whole shit, baby. But you got it, bro.
All right, con, so like it. But yeah, man. So
I read it again for you.
Yeah,
Job 32:20, it says, I will. Verse 19, it says, behold, my belly is as wine, which have no vent.
Right, and the wine represents the what? The you know what wine give you? The knowledge. Yep. All right, so it says his mind or spirit is as wine which had no vent.
No opening,
no filter, it's just no opening. But this is how the word of the Lord was in them.
It says, and have no vent. It is ready to burst like new bottles.
Right, it's ready to burst like new bottles. Now, as me and the brother was talking about, when you open a bottle, it's no more fermenting. That's why you get a because of what? It's pressure release.
On that champagne.
Boop. Yep. Like it's all what? Pressure release, smoke coming out it. Yep. It's no longer fermenting. It's ready to go now. As the word, when it get planted in us, we ready to go. So now that this word have found foundation in us, we always ready to go. Mm-hmm. It's founded in us now, you know? Mm-hmm. So you got to let the word found in you, all right, plant inside you and be ready to what? Spring up.
So I was reading this because, you know.
You shine the screen?
Con, they can see it.
All right,
let me make sure. But you know how the scriptures liken unto our words unto frankincense, different aromas, right? Yeah, they can see it.
Yeah.
Different aromas. Check this out. It says.
Go to 20. I'm going to read 22.
Okay, I'll read it. It says, verse 20, I will speak that I may be refreshed.
See? Refresh what? With more fire. The more we speak and believe and have it in us, the Lord keep kindling our fire. A man getting built up, his fire is getting built up too, man. Mm-hmm. All right, his desire is growing. Go ahead.
It says, I will speak that I may be refreshed. I will open my lips and answer.
Right, so he got to go now. Mm-hmm. All right, he got to go. Go ahead.
It says, let me not, I pray you.
That's it.
Okay, come.
Go ahead.
Now I was about to say, you know, the scriptures in Sirach 39 are liking this truth unto frankincense, different aromas, right? It says, allowing wine to breathe is simply a process of exposing it to air for a period of time before serving.
That's it.
It says, well, look, Yahweh Shai saved the best wine for last. That's also this truth. Like I said, I will send the apostles last. Yeah, this truth was the best doctrine understanding saved for last.
That's why Job said, I'm full of matter, but the spirit within me constrain me. Meaning what? It ain't time for it to go now, but I'm ready inside of me to burst like wine. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, exposing wine to air for a short time. Man, this truth ain't gonna be out for forever either.
See?
It says, allowing it to oxidize can help soften flavors and release aromas in a way to swirling the wine in your glass. And before, like real wine drinkers, before they drink the wine, they swirl it to see if it's gonna, catch on the glass. It's the thickness, to smell it. That's the same thing. Hey, look, once this truth get into us, it's been held up enough. But eventually, you're gonna have to take that champagne top off and pop that bitch off.
That's right.
Even when you drink what Gad them call liquor, fire water.
That's right.
And what you do when you drink some alcohol, you drink it. As soon as you swallow, you say,
for real.
You feel me? You gotta let that out. You gotta let that out. The same thing with this truth, man. Hey, allowing the wine to breathe.
I know it's in Proverbs.
Hey, the best wine is aged wine. Huh?
It's aged wine.
The wine that sit on the shelf. Well, look, the Lord had this truth sitting on the shelf for ages, man.
For real.
But now here in the end, he done popped that, took the corkscrew off that and popped it open. Now it's been, man, to the four corners, man. Why? Because the Lord got his men back with that fire, back with that water, preaching his word. And more so, it brought us here to the end, because it says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Going back to the best wine being here at the end, man. But you got it out.
Right. It's a scripture that say about when you look at the wine, it when it's swirling or spinning, I think it's in Proverbs. You kind of, man, I forget where it's at. I gotta find it out.
While you get it, I'll read some precepts. This the brother Kabal, Jeremiah 23 and 29. It says, "It's not my word like as a fire, save Yahweh, and like a hammer that breaketh rocks into pieces," and that is. You know, Jake talking about when they raps, look, we spitting fire, we spitting flames. No, look, we really got true flames, true fire, man. You know, and it says, let me get another one. Romans 10 and 14, it says, "How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed?" Talking about Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. "And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High." You know, so that's awesome how Israel got to hear when the prophets speak. It said that in John 17 and 20, when Yahweh Shai said he don't just pray for the prophets alone, but for those also who believe on Yahweh Shai through the prophet's word, man. You know, the word being sent out is also sealing the elect. It's doing a lot. It's breaking down Esau's kingdom, breaking down the strongholds, as it says, but also sealing the elect at the same time, man. That buddy Ezekiel, remnant Ezekiel, 1 Corinthians 3 and 7, it says, "So then neither is he that planteth anything, neither is he that watereth, but the Most High that giveth the increase. And the Most High gave every man a portion of faith, and every man speak." Because look, every brother ain't gonna be on the same. You ain't gonna have brothers doing 3 lessons a day like some brothers. Brothers might be getting lucky to get a quick hit in a day. But look, the word's still going out. The Lord said his word ain't gonna go out void, man. But you got it, bro.
Right, Con. This I knew we had mentioned about the wine and the cup. You gotta see when it's swirling. You try to get you mentioned what you said is something you had mentioned.
Yeah, before you drink it, real wine drinkers, they'll kind of swirl, as they say, they'll swirl it, they'll look to see if it stick on the glass, the smell of it,
see if it's fermented,
if it's aged. You got it.
Right. This Proverbs 23. Oh, I'm gonna start at 30. Let's start at 30, 29. "Who had woe, who had sorrow, who had contentions, who had babbling, who had wounds without cause, who had redness of eyes." Now, this question marks. "They that tarry long at the wine, they that go to seek mixed wine." Now, one would say, how you tarry long at wine and seek mixed wine? Is this talking about two different, you're taking 2 wines and mixing them? It says, "Look not thou upon a wine when it is red, when it give it its color, in the cup when it moveth itself aright." Now, this talking about wisdom and knowledge, you understand it is in Proverbs, all right? But even when you looking into the wine, man, and it's moving itself aright, it says, "Look not thou upon a wine when it was red, as it is what it is. At the last, it bited like a serpent and stinging like an adder," all right? But it goes into "you beholding a strange woman, and thy heart shall utter perverse things." But it goes into the wisdom and knowledge, which this is that in you, that wine that's been fermented in us, man. All right, we don't look to seek mixed wine. Like, what's in us is what's coming out of us, man. All right, we don't mix the wines, we don't mix the doctrines and storing us different wines. All right, that we may bite like a serpent and sting like an adder. Now, the Lord these words do bite with fire, but it do what? It's for the purify you, to cleanse you, right? So as of course, it's like that. It says, don't basically, when you have this wine, don't just look at it for the color in the cup and then the way it's moving, man.
Mhm.
All right, it gotta be what? Constantly moving in you, moving waters, living waters. It gotta be moving and giving out to the people, man. But that was the point I wanted to make. Like when this wine is in us, we don't mix the wines in us. All right, that we may be refreshed. All right, we don't put old wines and shit in us, man.
Right.
All right,
Yep.
but go ahead on.
That wine too also could be symbolic for the sacrifice of Yahweh. You know, he gave his disciples wine that night too.
Yeah.
You know, but even that when he told them, look, man, hold on. Yep, because look, they shared the blood, broke the bread, and I was on them to go out and preach. Maybe said, now go preach my word into all the four corners, man. That's ultimately the job of a prophet. As in Acts 1:8, he said, not just in Jerusalem, Judea, and Samaria, but to the uttermost parts of the earth. Right. That's us here today, man. Those same our apostles, the elders, brothers, those same men here today still preaching that same word.
That's right.
Still on fire, man. And even more so today, as we see the prophecy speaking, that should strengthen our faith even more.
That's right.
Because look, now there's more to speak about. Now we have news clippings we can look at to link to the scriptures. Yeah. We can go on RT News, get different articles. There's a lot to speak about, like the apostle always say. If you got a problem with doing lessons, you need to repent fast, because there's so much to talk about.
Yep.
It's so much to talk about, man. You know, and the Lord have given us the eyes to see and the ears to hear, to understand the times when to prophesy, man.
That's right.
To warn the people, you know.
Yeah. Give me 2 Corinthians 8, start at 10.
Yep.
Corinthians 11.
It's 2 Corinthians 8.
12, really.
It's 2 Corinthians 8 and 10. It says, and herein I give my advice, for this is expedient for you who have begun before, not only to do, but also to be forward a year ago.
Keep on.
Now, therefore, perform the doing of it, that as there was a readiness to will.
Right, readiness to will is a zeal. All right. Once you got the zeal according to knowledge, it's time to go now. It's time for you to bust like a bottle that has no vent now. Mm-hmm. It's time to go now. Go ahead.
It says, now, therefore, perform the doing of it, that as there was a readiness to will, so there may be a performance also out of that which ye have.
So you got to perform the fire that's in you.
Right.
And how you perform it? You perform it the way the Lord, you got to allow the Lord to work inside of you and let him release it how you want. Because he going to seal your mind when you go to sleep in Job. And like, I'm going to have you bring it out this way.
Right.
All right. Now, because we might think about get a lesson together and be like, I'm going to bring it out that way. But then the Lord put us on the spirit like, nah, I need it to be worded like this. So the Lord will bring us in a roundabout way to get us the, he going to seal us up. Yep. All right, go ahead.
It said verse 12, for if there be first a willing mind.
A what?
A willing mind.
A willing mind, eager to do something. I read zeal. All right, go ahead.
It is accepted according to that a man have, and not according to that he have not.
That's right, man. Yep. So you got to have a willing, ready mind to be ready to what? To go. Stay in the same book. 2 Corinthians 10 and 6.
It's 2 Corinthians 10 and 6. It says, and having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled.
When your obedience is fulfilled is when what? You have put inside you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding now.
Right.
All right. If you filled with obedience, you got to be ready to give out to curse out the disobedient. Ready to what? To go now. Once your obedience is fulfilled in you, man. Meaning what? Your obedience is carried out that you may carry out the word of the Lord now, man. Right. A fulfilling is a carrying out. You got to carry out what you have been filled with, man. Right. When do you put food in the refrigerator and never cook it or never fix it? Right. At some point, it got to what? It got to come out. You got to come out, man.
Cook it.
You know? Yeah.
It's truth though, bro. You know, the Lord said too, his word will not go out or return unto him void.
That's right.
It got to go out. Prophecy got to be fulfilled. If not, the Lord will be a liar. You know?
Yeah, give me Wisdom of Solomon on 8. I think it's like around about 12.
It's Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 12. It says, when I hold my tongue, they shall bide my leisure. And when I speak, they shall give good ear unto me.
Right. So when you're holding yourself, okay, and keeping yourself, they go leisure is all right. They're gonna give good leisure. They shall abide my good leisure. All right, abide with it, tarry with it, be with it, It says, and when I speak, they shall what?
It says, and when I speak, they shall give good ear unto me.
Right. So the Lord said, perform the good thing that I read with Kabal. It was like
There it is.
it said, but it is good to be zealous, effective, always in a good thing. Ready to what? Speak a good thing, right? Speak what? This is what put inside you. If the truth, the 100% truth is put inside you, you can't help but to utter the 100% truth. Because that's what the Lord using you as a vessel unto righteousness. You see?
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, I'm gonna start from the top. Wisdom of Solomon 8:12. It says, when I hold my tongue, they shall bide my leisure. And when I speak, they shall give good ear unto me.
Yep.
If I talk much, they shall lay their hands upon their mouths.
Right, come on, go ahead.
Moreover, by the means of her, talking about wisdom.
Yeah.
Moreover, by the means
That was
of
the point, dude, at that, but you could keep reading that Salaki. That was the point.
It says, moreover, by the means of her, I shall obtain immortality and
Yeah.
leave behind me an everlasting memorial to them that come after me.
Right. By doing what? Releasing us. See, we got something in us that has to be released. You know, they got Jake in the world, like, man, I just got to get a nut. You know, different things in them.
Right.
Like, I just got to let this come outside of me. I got to show people I could dance, sing physically, I'm talking about. For us, we got a different type of release. The release in us, we got a melody that when we release, all right, or sing this word or whatever that's inside of us, what they say when people singing, you got to sing from what? Your belly.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like from what? The other energy.
From the heart.
From the heart or the spirit, you know? But Jake, like, come and bring it from your belly all the way up that you may get what? All of what's stored in you, man. You see? Give me Sirach 5:12.
It's the book of Sirach 5 and 12. Now I like that analogy though with that wine bottle.
Yeah.
You know what that that champagne, that shit gotta get out of it. Why you thinking, then that, like King David said, his cup runneth over, right? Well, check this out. When you pop that wine, what happened? That shit be shooting, running out because it's ready. Yeah. It's ready to come out. That's the same thing with us. The same thing with us.
They rush out, and then it what? At a point in time, it calmed down.
Yep.
What needed to be let out. So the Lord give us a balance with our fire. All right, let all this go out. Now I'm gonna calm it down by the kindle it down. I didn't cut it off.
Right.
I kindled it back down. Right. Yep. For the what? Now I'm gonna give you more fuel that you may what? Redo it to do it again. Do it again. Like that one, brother. Like, man, you just keep doing the same thing. It's repetitive because the fire in you is repetitive.
That's right.
All right. If a fire, long as a fire is burning, it's gonna smoke. Think about it. The minute the smoke go out, the fire gone. What fire you know ain't smoking? Like, you know what I'm saying? Generally, if you put, that's how you know where there's smoke, there's fire. Well, where the word or the Lord of the men is at, there where it's being spoken and told. It's fire. It's fire.
It's fire. Right? Straight, like he said, he make it. Of course, you're talking about the angels, but we angels. But he said to make his ministers, flames of fire.
Yeah, flames of fire.
Straight up.
Yeah, that was it. That's not right.
Sirach 5:12.
Yeah, that's not right. Right. If you read this second address, that's I don't know. I must have wrote the wrong precept down for that.
Okay. Well, let me see if I think I was looking at one. This is
Yeah, you pretty much got it from that. That's all I had on them.
All right, I'll just bring this out. You got it out. This John 3:11, it says, verily, verily, I say unto thee, we speak that we do know.
Right. You know why we speak what we do know? Because this is the only thing is inside of us, man. When you're a man set up for the Lord, you got to speak the truth.
Right.
You could do nothing against it. Right. Because I have set you up as a vessel to speak this thing. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, John 3:11, verily, verily, I say unto thee, we speak that we do know.
Right.
And testify that we have seen.
Right. So there's no denying what's in us. We speak and testify the things we know that have been put inside of us and that we have seen. They got more?
Yep. It's a little more, and it says, and ye receive not our witness. That's Israel.
That's Israel.
You know, that's Israel.
That's right.
I got one more.
They don't see the fire. They don't see the fire of the Lord. All right. They don't see where that smoke coming from. They don't know, like, all right, these men got the fire. Like, they got it.
Right.
All right. You got to know the smoke.
Right.
You see?
Right.
Go ahead.
That's just like Moses. When he came off the mount, his face was lit like that fire that he wrapped it. They couldn't see that.
They couldn't see it.
Apostle Paul uttered the same sentiment. He said, look, even to this day, when they read the Old Testament,
Joshua could see it, though.
Straight up.
See? So particular men could see that smoke.
Ultimately, I was Joshua, you know? So look, again, everybody can go into that holiest of holies. You could be in a temple, but you can't go into that holiest of holies. But I'm gonna get this real quick. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 13. It says, we having the same spirit of faith, according as it is written, I believe, and therefore I have spoken.
Right. And I got a video set up with that too, man. Because it's two different types of things. All right. Because like you say, we can hear his word. They got people that believe his word, but don't say nothing. For real. Like literally, bro. Like they have people that actually know and hear this word, but don't say nothing. But us, we can't know it. We can't stay ourselves. The fire have to be released, man. All right. Lisa, what? It burn you up literally.
That's right.
Right? The Lord put a different type of fire in his prophets, man. This a whole different type of fire.
That's right.
This a whole different type of fuel that's fueling the fire, man. All right. This ain't no diesel or whatever that shit is, man. This the heavenly gas.
93.
You know, this ain't 93 Supreme.
Right.
This the heavenly gas that the Father is igniting the men of the Lord with. But that's all I had.
And I just finished. It says, and we also believe, therefore we speak. That's why the Lord gave an analogy of either being hot and cold, no lukewarm.
Yeah.
Because the men of the Lord, they're gonna be on that hot. Now, of course, we have our up and downs, but what's gonna be the primary temperature? In other words,
that's
that
right.
hot, stand on fire, man. Stand on fire. But you got it.
That's right. Hey, allow this wine to breathe. You got the wine of the Lord. It got to breathe. Listen, you got to pop that cork, man. Once we get it and retain it, which they have brothers on the side, you know, in Houston, down here, different places. You retain it. You got to be ready to pop that cork and let that wine go abroad. Let it spring abroad, like in Proverbs, man.
Straight up.
All right.
If I can add real quick, brothers, it might be brothers who on the live show or eventually go watch this lesson who may not took that leap to go out there and prophesy.
Well,
look, take that leap to go out and prophesy. If it's in you, go speak the word, man. Now, of course, don't just go out there like them 7 vagabond Jews, the sons of Sceva, just out there doing your own thing. No, it is order to it too. It is a certain school of the prophets that the Lord have raised up. Certain men that he said, you go teach Israel. And that's who we got to fall under, which we believe / know that that's the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man.
That's right.
So look, if this word in you, the truth, the doctrine that the apostles teach, like it said in Acts, the book of Acts, the 4th chapter, and you understand the doctrine, you got the name Yahweh, got the name Yahweh Shai, Bashim Dash. Right, understand what's being taught by the apostles, man. If it's on you, go out there and preach. How you don't know the Lord wants you to go out there? Then they say the destruction go come when he elects seal. How you know? Look, we all might be waiting on you to go. You feel me? Just saying though. You know, so look, man, go ahead and get up out. Look, it might be the Lord wants you to raise up other men to come preach, man.
Right.
So look, if that the fire, that word in you, man, let that out.
Yeah,
let that out. You got it out.
Yeah, fire is not meant to be contained. That's why whenever fire start in the house, it end up burning the whole house up. Right? Like, cause what? It gotta find a way out.
Yeah.
All right. You know, and notice fire can't really be put out. It gotta die out. The Lord gotta put your fire out, man.
Either you bring out the fire or you're gonna have to be taken out by fire. Because remember, the Lord came in Matthew 25 to those servants. He said, oh, I gave you 10 pounds. Look, you came with 10 more. I gave you 5, you came with 5 more. He went to the one who had 1. He said, what you did with the talents?
Yeah.
He said, I hid it in the earth. In other words, Lord, I kept the fire within me. I ain't say nothing. Well, what Yahweh Shai said, man, get this lazy nigga out of here.
That's
go
right.
Kill him and burn him. That's what's gonna happen if you don't let this truth out, man. You
right.
Go.
What this said, spontaneous combustion.
Right.
This This the word combust. It says to inflame, to burn up, to consume. So if the fire of the Lord be in you, it's gonna consume you. Right? It's either two ways. The word of the Lord gonna be saving you or killing you. It ain't no way around nothing else. There's no middle ground, right? It says from lake burnt, affected, caused to burn or combust, start to burn or burst into flame. So the word gonna cause you to cremate yourself. Wow. Hey, Jay cremate their own self, right? You know? Jacob cremate their own self. Get very angry and fly into a rage. All right, undergo combustion. But you know, that's the point, man. All right. So, you know, let your fire go, man. You know, of course, with retaining it, all right, holding control of your spirit, like Job did. My spirit could restrain me, but my belly was ready to burst like new wine, like new bottles.
I was just about to make it quick because again, when we go out to camp, do these lessons, that's a true release. We getting shit off our chest,
Right.
you know.
We
getting it off our chest.
Yeah.
You can't go to your job just tell your boss, yeah, he done might talk shit. No, but you do that on the lessons. You do that on the block.
For real.
You letting that out. You releasing that anger, man.
That's right.
Don't it say wisdom make up a wise man? You releasing that, man. But if you keep it in, then what? You know, but you got it.
You
Dog.
through.
That's it.
You're through. So you know that's the memo. You know, Lord willing, this video was edifying, you know, to those that it needed to get to, man. You know, that it may propel you to what? Let your fire kindle up, man.
That's right.
All right, because there's no boundary to kindling your fire, especially if it's according to righteousness. The Lord will let you get busy with that, man. You know, you want to bring your fire out towards us or towards my people, set him up. That's why the prophets are set up.
That's right.
Because it was ordained before what? The foundations of the earth. But with that, man, Lord willing, it was edifying. We want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rekakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the argument that's pushing the truth to sincerity. To the next time, and say shalom.
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 The water to all y'all brothers who tune in, sisters, Yahweh Shema Shah Brakatham.
Yahweh Shema Shah Brakatham.
Shalom.